Today I'll be describing the fall of Tequendama near Bogotá, New Granada by Frederic Church. Church was an American born in 1826 and died in 1900. He made this painting in 1854. It was acquired by the museum through the Edwin and Virginia Memorial in 1971. This artwork hangs in Gallery 217, where there are many large paintings showing the grandeur of nature. The artworks in this gallery were made by American artists from the 19th century. The painting I'll describe fits right in, measuring more than 60 inches tall and 48 inches wide. The artwork shows a lush landscape with a tall waterfall coming down the painting into a rushing body of water that continues past the bottom of the canvas. The scene is located at the base of the large waterfall near Bogotá, the capital of Colombia. The artist's precise technique allows the eye to capture a lot of detail about this dense landscape. Our eye is immediately drawn to the waterfall, which starts near the center at the top of the canvas. At the start of the waterfall, we see a green landscape ascending on either side. And above it, there is a pale blue sky with cirrus clouds passing by. As the powerful waterfall flows down the canvas, we can imagine the sound of it hitting the angled rocks behind it. The waterfall creates a dense mist that covers most of the middle ground of the painting. It disguises the place where the waterfall meets the rocks in the river below. The mist rises to the right side of the plateau near where the waterfall starts. As the mist diminishes at the base of the fall, it reveals the rapids moving quickly toward the viewer. The river bends to the right, but then the white waters center and come down the center of the canvas. The perspective makes it seem like the artist has captured this moment while standing in or above the river. To the right of the water stream, we see mostly light brown rock formations veiled by mist. They are bare and reach from the middle ground to the background of the painting. The foreground of the right side shows trees and greenery encroaching on the rocks. The plants are mostly undistinguishable aside from a few ferns. They are made up of deep forest greens as well as dark reds and yellows, showing the variation of plant life in the scene. As we move across the canvas to the other side of the water, we see more fauna that looks similar in color and shape. But in the immediate foreground of the painting on our left side, we see even more details of the foliage. A flat rock protrudes from the dark greens below and holds a tree that goes toward the middle of the left side of the canvas. The tree is surrounded by curly ferns, and there is a vining plant with red flowers creeping up its trunk. One of the branches from the tree shoots out of the greenery toward us. On this branch, a bird looks at us. It has an orange belly and face with blue wings and tail. This artwork evokes all five senses. The feeling of humidity and the hot sun is upon us, but we feel the breeze and mist onto our face and hands. We hear the sounds of the waterfall and breeze through the plants and the chirping of the birds and insects around us. We smell and taste the moist air against the moss and plants. Information from the Google Arts and Culture page tells us a bit more about this painting. In 1853, Frederic Edwin Church spent 6 months traveling in South America. He sought out tropical subjects on the advice of Alexander von Humboldt, the great explorer and natural scientist whose books were widely read. Von Humboldt believed that South America's biological and geological diversity provided the ultimate intellectual and emotional stimulation. Church followed von Humboldt's dictum that objective scientific study of nature could not be separated from sensory responses to it, and he embraced the naturalist's theory of the unity of the cosmos. Following von Humboldt's route, Church visited the falls of Tequendama in New Granada, now Colombia. He wrote his mother of his amazement, explaining that the river, quote, suddenly breaks through a gap in the mountains and falls in one unbroken sheet into a terrific chasm 670 feet, and then descends in a series of waterfalls and cascades, unquote. The viewer gazes up at the great cascade, bathed in light, while in the foreground the torrent rushes below. Ironically, to achieve the low vantage point Church envisioned for his landscape, he found it necessary to cut down a number of trees. The painting beautifully illustrates the multifaceted nature of water, its destructive force as it crashes over the rocks, as well as the generative power that nourishes plant and animal life.